All right. Hello, everybody. KVU Chief Meteorologist Hunter Williams here with an extended update on our forecast. We do this every single night at about 7 o'clock here on KVU Plus and all of our streaming platforms. So if you want kind of the nitty gritty, all the details of the forecast, we're here every night. All right, so what will we be talking about tonight? Rain chances are on the increase here in Central Texas. Wednesday night, Thursday, Friday, rain is in the forecast. We know we need the rain. We'll talk about how much it could be. Just to be honest with you, models literally all over the place from, say, quarter of an inch to a half inch to as much as several inches of rain. So we'll try to sift through some of that information. Then also this rain is going to come along with the cool down. We were in the low 90s today. By Thursday and Friday, highs are going to be in the 60s and 70s, at least for a couple of days. All right, so let's get into things. We'll start with this, a live view from our tower cam. Just here over the past hour or so, it's actually clouded up a little bit, these high, thin clouds coming in, but most of the day today was sunny and very warm. 91 was the high today for Austin Camp Mabry. 89 degrees was the high today at the Austin airport. We're obviously way above average, like 15 degrees above, but didn't get quite to the record today. That was 95 from back in 1899. Allergy count today was a little bit rough. I was feeling it a little bit earlier today. Trees high, grass high. Weeds are medium and mold is medium. You can find this each and every day on our KVU app and on KVU.com. Okay, so let's go into the models. As I mentioned, we've got a bunch of data that we're going to go over. What we're trying to do is time out several different rounds and figure out the placement of several different rounds of rain and storms. That's going to have big implications on what our forecast looks like for Wednesday night through Friday. So let's try and do that. Here is this evening, 9 o'clock. Earlier, I was thinking there were some puffy clouds going up over the northern hill country. I was thinking maybe a storm would try to form like what happened in Gillespie County near Harper last night. That has not happened. So I think we'll be completely dry this evening. Then as we go into the overnight hours, slowly cloud cover is going to increase from the southeast. These are going to be low clouds, not the high thin clouds we have right now. So low clouds, even some patchy fog and reduced visibility, especially in the coastal plains for Wednesday morning, but no storms or, heavy stuff just yet. Okay, so let's keep going. We go through the down Wednesday, maybe a few light showers through the first half of the day, but the far better rain chances likely are going to come in by the evening. Now, this will be the first question mark in our forecast. This particular model says, hey, we warm to the low to mid 80s, and then by the late afternoon to the evening, here comes this first round of rain. And I'm actually leaning towards this. I've increased this now to a 40% chance for rain for the late day on Wednesday, but prior models have not shown the rain coming in quite this early. But so here's 5 o'clock, rain coming in. This model says, hey, this is like pretty widespread as we get into 9, 10, 11 o'clock, some pockets of heavier rain, some pockets of stormy weather. Again, I've got a 40% rain chance in our forecast for Wednesday evening. We'll see it could go up, but also if the placement of this complex of storms is farther south, it could also go down. But again, as of now, kind of leaning more so towards this. We get our first bit of rain, especially the southern half of our area for Wednesday evening. Then that rain kind of winds down a little bit and we go into Thursday now. Through the day on Thursday, not necessarily raining constantly, but we have just these scattered and numerous showers and downpours. There's lunchtime, keep going into 4 o'clock in the afternoon, into the evening. We just have more kind of areas of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And then Friday, kind of the same deal. Maybe as early as 4 a.m. Friday morning, we have some more rain developing over parts of our area into lunchtime. And then this is the last frame of this model, which goes out, I believe, 84 hours. So it's not going to take a city farther than this, but it's possible even beyond this, there could be a little bit more rain for the afternoon into the evening on Friday. So the model I just showed you, that's the graph model. Here are the rainfall accumulations that it is printing out. Again, just one model. This is not exactly what's going to happen, but kind of gives you an idea. For some of the models that have backed off on the totals, where they're mainly backing off is especially the northern tier of our area, Milam, Williamson County, into the northern hill country, unfortunately, even into southern sections of the hill country. We really need rain out here. Of course, this is where the worst of our drought conditions are, and these are also the areas that feed into our Highland Lake chain. Again, there's some hit or miss heavier rain out there in pockets. It's just a little bit more sporadic. Meanwhile, from Austin, points south and southeast especially, you start to get into more widespread heavier rain. Then as this model is showing, there's likely going to be a pocket. I don't know that this is at our KVU area. In fact, it's probably going to be to our south, but there's going to be a pocket here where there's several inches of rain and a bigger flood risk. We'll have to see where exactly that sets up. Okay, so some additional model data that we are looking at. Our European model, typically pretty reliable, and honestly, I think this is not a bad view of things. Generally, I think like on the safe side, on the low edge of things would be probably a quarter of an inch, and then, up to an inch and a half, 2 inches, relatively widespread, and then some pockets that could be up, 3, 4 inches plus. The GFS American model, as you can see, maybe is a little bit less aggressive for the northern tier of our area, but then gets into some bigger totals down along the I-10 corridor. So, look, I wish I had an answer for you. Trust me, I do. We don't know exactly how much rain there's going to be, but I think focusing here on Austin points to the south and southeast for where the heaviest rain sets up. I think that seems to be kind of the general direction the models are going in. So I don't see a big severe weather threat with this system, like hail, strong winds. I can't completely rule it out, but more so it will be kind of a flood risk and a locally heavy rain risk that we'll be watching out for. Here's Wednesday. Flood outlook for Wednesday and Wednesday night goes up to about I-10 and Luling, and then up close to San Marcos. I could see this expanding a little farther northward, but minor flood risk south. Then on Thursday, you can see we get into a level 1, Austin points southeast, then a level 2 over parts of Fayette County. Then as we go into the day on Friday, the flood risk is going to shift entirely to our east. In terms of severe weather, here's the Wednesday storm outlook, so not the rain. This is the severe weather outlook, highlighting areas down to our southwest, then south and southwest as we go into the day on Thursday. Not really highlighting our area with severe threat, but again, if anything, maybe minor flood potential. All right, so with all of that, here is our 7-day forecast. This rain is also going to come in with a cool down. So 83 degrees for Wednesday. Rain increasing in coverage likely late day, late afternoon into the evening. Thursday, up to a 70% chance for rain. More rain's possible Thursday night and into Friday, a 50% on Friday. High of 69 on Thursday, high of 76 on Friday. Then as we go to the weekend, I think our forecast pretty quickly is trending back in the drier direction and also warmer. 88 on Saturday. A sneaky cold front coming in on Sunday. The models are not showing much rain. I've seen this play out like this a few times before, so I'm going to keep a 20% rain chance just to be safe on Sunday. I think it's not out of the question. Maybe an isolated strong to severe storm develops, so we'll watch that for Sunday. Then early next week is looking mainly dry and a little cooler, so this will be a front coming through during the day on Sunday, so that will drop us from 90 back to 82 on Monday. Then Tuesday, a high of 79. So that's the forecast. Again, kind of the big thing I want you to take away from this, obviously, is we have rain chances, which are ramping up, starting late day Wednesday, continuing into Thursday and Friday. Still some questions with regards to when exactly are we going to have multiple rounds of rain and storms, and where exactly do they set up? Is the heaviest stuff entirely south, or does some of it make it into our area? Still a lot of question marks. Overall, I'll say it this way, my confidence that we have some sort of rain is high. My confidence in us having heavy rain, that's still a little bit low. I'm not saying it's not going to happen. I'm just where that sets up is still a little bit of a question mark. The models are yet to fully grasp how this is going to evolve with a couple different complexes of storms. So we'll keep you updated. Sorry to give you the very vague answer there, but rain chances, they're on the increase. Cooler weather's coming in for a couple of days, Thursday and Friday. Then we will be rebounding heading into the weekend. So we will keep the updates coming. I'm going to have a new run of our graph model, which comes in prior to our 10 o'clock show, so that will be a new update that I can show you here in about 3 hours on our newscast at 10. We'll have some other new model data that will come in, and hopefully it starts to come into alignment and we get kind of a better agreement of what these rainfall totals will look like. But we'll keep you updated, and I'll be posting updates on my social media as well, Hunt_WX. Y'all have a good night, and we will see you